What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, the LowkeyLegend. How the fuck y'all doing today? I'm doing all right. Today, I got a brand new story here for you guys. And today, we're going to be talking about the time I lost my Apple Watch, man. So it's a fucked up story. If you guys do enjoy, smash the like button. Let's dive on into it. So this happened literally probably 3 days ago. From the time you're watching this video, maybe last week. I don't know. But it happened very recently, and this happened at work. So pretty much, I got finessed. I got finessed hard as fuck. And it sucks, man, because the warehouse I work at currently, there's only like 8 or 9 guys who work here, man. And it's fucked up because I'm really cool at work, man. Like, I'm a really nice guy. I always get along with everybody. I never make enemies ever. I thought I was, very respectful with everyone, bro. I really thought I was, but that goes to show, man, people definitely will take advantage of that. And I've learned that before, and I tried to distance myself from certain things, certain people, but in the end, bro, people will you really don't know anybody, man. You really, really don't. You cannot trust anybody in this world because you don't know what they do outside of work, what their personal life is, what they do when they're not in public. Like, it's definitely some scary shit because you might think you know someone and then it turns out they're a fucking murderer, they kill people for a living. No, I mean, not that to that extent, but you get the picture, bro. It's pretty fucked up. So let me just tell you guys the story then. I was at work and I was on the forklift, and on the forklift, I was grabbing a pallet. We were moving a bunch of pallets. So I grabbed this pallet with a bunch of boxes on it, and I'm in the pallet, and I realized that there's a glove on top of this pallet. So instead of me getting off the forklift and grabbing the glove off of it, I decide, hey, I'm a lazy ass. I'm just gonna reach in front of me through the forklift and grab this glove off the box. So I get up off my seat, grab the glove, and it was pretty far out there. I thought I could reach it at first, but I was like, damn, like I am gonna actually have to reach my arm out a little more. Reached it out, grabbed the glove, and I pulled my arm back, and I guess I pulled it back a little too fast, and I ended up cutting myself on my arm off the corner of the forklift pretty much. And I was like, fuck, bro, like it wasn't that deep, it wasn't that bad at all, but I kept driving it for a little bit, and I thought, nothing of my arm. And then about 30 seconds later, I realized, I'm like, dude, this actually burns, bro. My arm is burning. The cut, it burns a little bit. And I kind of got scared, but I started to tweak myself out. I was like, bro, like, what if I, have tetanus or some shit? I was like, this is not okay. I do not want this to turn into anything. And one of my coworkers, she definitely knew I was tweaking. She's like, dude, it's a little fucking cut. You'll be all right. She's like, did you get your tetanus shot? I was like, I don't fucking know. Did I? Like, damn. She's like, yeah, you had to have. If you, went to high school, you have to get it. I was like, oh, all right, bet then. I definitely got it. So I ended up talking to my boss because it kept bothering me, dude, and I wanted to let him know how, what's good, basically, bro. I was like, I walked up to him, I said, yo, I just cut myself. I figure I should tell you in case, this might turn into something. I don't want it to, but I'm gonna let you know real quick, bro. So he's like, all right, do you want me to send you to the doctors? I was like, no, bro, it's not that serious ever. Like, this is definitely a little cut, but I definitely wanna, clean it and shit real quick. So he's like, all right. So my coworker ended up taking me down to the first aid kit and patched me up real quick. She sprayed some disinfectant spray on it, put a nice little cloth over it. I think it was a gauze cloth, and then she put this medical tape around the gauze so it would stay on my arm. So it's pretty much a square patch on my arm around my cut. And I was like, dude, this might be a little excessive. I don't think I need all this shit on my, it's not that big of a cut. I just kind of wanted it cleaned with a band-aid, and she went all out with it and patched me up completely like I was missing a piece of skin. And I was like, as she was doing it, I was like, damn, this might be a little too much on my arm, bro. Might be a little too much. Anyway, about a half hour goes by after I'm patched up, and it starts bothering me. I'm like, dude, this is not even helping, bro. Like, my arm is just, it doesn't even feel like this is helping at all, bro. Like, it feels better because she sprayed, some disinfectant spray on it, but I kept having to hold the gauze patch on it because the tape wasn't even, it was loose. The gauze patch was loose, and it was just like pretty much hanging there around the tape. And I was like, okay, this is like not all right. So I go to peel it off, and this tape that she put on, it was medical. Like, I couldn't even tell you the name of this tape, but it was like stupid. It was stupid sticky tape, bro. Like, I was peeling it up. It's medical tape too, so it's meant to, put around arms and shit, I guess, or, around cuts. I'm slow. This is the slowest I've ever had to peel something off of my skin because I was looking at it, and that is not something you can just pull off like a band-aid real quick. I definitely would have lost some fucking, some hair, and as I was slowly pulling it off, I could see my skin like coming slowly off of the tape and it was taking off, you know, little pieces of hair on my arm as well. And I had to do this shit so slowly and carefully. I was like, oh my God. Took me literally 10 minutes probably to take all this whole patch off, bro, because of how bad it hurt. I feel like it hurt more taking this patch off than the actual cut itself, which is fucked up because there was just so much tape on it, dude. It didn't even make sense. I was like, why did I just let her fucking do this to me, bro? So I'm slowly peeling it off, and I finally get the last part off. I'm like, well, god damn, bro. I look around, and where the tape was around my arm, there's an outline of it, and I felt it, and it was like a black outline, and it was so sticky on my arm. I was feeling it all over. I was like, damn, like it left a ring of stickiness where the tape was on my arm. And I was looking, I'm like, dude, this is like not okay, bro. Fuck this. Like, I'm going to the bathroom. I'm gonna wash this shit off. So I go to the bathroom and I start washing it off, and I realize, I'm like, dude, this shit is not coming off. And at the time I had my Apple Watch on around my wrist, and I was getting it wet, and I was like, dude, I don't want to have this thing soaked. So I took it off, put it on the sink, and then I kept washing my arm, bro, and I realized this shit is not coming off. So I grabbed a scrub brush and I started scrubbing it. You know, I'm sitting there for like 5 minutes in this bathroom sink trying my hardest to scrub this shit off, and it's like hurting my arm trying to scrub it off because of how sticky this shit is. And I took a paper towel and kept trying to do it, and I realized, I was like, dude, this shit's not coming off. Like, this is the best I'm probably gonna get it. So I wiped my arm off completely. You know, I was wiping it down, threw the napkin away, and I left the bathroom. And I left my Apple Watch in there, dude. I fucking tweaked. It was like 11 o'clock, I think. And lunch is at 12, so I realize it's lunchtime. I'm walking, to the lunchroom. I roll both of my sleeves up. As soon as I roll my first sleeve up, I see my Apple Watch is not there. Immediately pat myself down. It's not there. And I book it as fast as I can to the bathroom. I was walking with my friend, and I was like, oh my God. I think he was telling a story too. Patted myself down. I was like, oh my God. Dipped mid-conversation. Ran as fast as I could to the bathroom. Opened the bathroom door, and it was gone. Not there anywhere. I looked around the garbage, the fucking sink, the little soap dispenser. I looked on the shelves and shit. Was gone completely. So I ran all the way back to where the workstation I was working at. When I left the bathroom, checked over there, it was gone. I was like, oh my fucking God, bro. I just got robbed. I got finessed. Somebody saw a stain in the bathroom and was like, all right, fuck yeah, bro. I just came up, took that shit, pocketed it. Odds are they went straight to their car, put that shit in their car, and that was the end of it, dude. Never seen that bitch again. I was mad as fuck. Walked up to my boss, told her immediately what happened. I was like, dude, I just left my Apple Watch in the bathroom. It's not there. Like, did anybody go to the Lost and Found and turn something in? And she said no. And she walked with me to the cafeteria where everyone was eating their lunch at, because that day they actually bought us lunch, which was super dope. But everyone's getting their lunch and shit. She's like, can I have everybody's attention? Dan just lost his Apple Watch, and there's an Apple Watch in the bathroom that somebody, took, and whoever has it, if they could please turn it in, because it's his, that'd be much appreciated. Nobody said nothing. Dead silence in there, bro. Like, everybody stopped talking. It was just dead silence. And I'm looking around at everyone. I'm like, dude, motherfucker, dude, one of you fuckers have my shit, dude. I was so pissed. She brought me over to the side. She's like, yeah, do you know what time you lost it at? I was like, yeah, like 11 o'clock. I went in there to wash my arm off. I told her the entire story, and she's like, okay, so we're gonna go ahead and check the tapes then and let you know what happened. And I was like, okay, cool. So the next, it was actually after lunch, they were, reviewing the tapes and shit. And at the end of the day, she came up to me. She's like, yeah, so it turns out 2 people were in the bathroom before you. And she got them on the radio. She's like, yo, we need so-and-so, so-and-so come in, so-and-so come in. They didn't have their walkie because it was at the end of the day. So she's walking with me to the part where you clock out at. And they're sitting there, waiting to clock out pretty much. So she brought him over to the side and, said, I can go, have a good day, and we'll get back to you about this tomorrow. So she brought them into the office, and I clocked out and went home, bro, mad as fuck. I'm like, damn, bro, somebody just finessed the fuck out of me, dude. I'm so pissed right now. And I come in the next day, and turns out I go up to her, and she's like, yeah, they didn't have it pretty much. We made them empty their pockets. Yeah, like, we didn't see anything. They both denied that they took it, and it had to have been one of them though, bro, because from the footage that you guys reviewed, 2 people came in the bathroom after I lost it. After that time period, they looked at the cameras and was like, okay, so-and-so went in the bathroom during this time period. It has to be one of them. So I end up realizing that it's one of them. She told me that shit, and I ended up working the rest of my shift, and honestly, guys, I felt really uncomfortable there at that point. And this is a job that I've been at for a couple months now, and that's the one I made the vlogs at and shit. And I know I will never be able to make vlogs like that again at work, no matter what job. I mean, I'm sure I will in the future if I get the right job to do that shit at. But this job was just like, it's not a career. You feel me? It's not something you could do forever. Just like a college job. So that's I thought it was super dope just to pass time, and that was literally what I thought of it as. And honestly, man, I see it going in a downhill spiral. So what I did is I went to my boss the next day after working the shift, and I went home. I was like, dude, like, I don't feel comfortable here no more at all, bro. Like, I was super nice to everyone there, and they really, just stole my shit, and they knew damn well whose it was. They did know it was mine because I wore that bitch every day. Every day I came into that building with my Apple Watch on, and I feel so fucking stupid at the same time because it's my fault. It's not no one else's fault but mine, but at the same time, I felt like I'd work in an environment where someone would have the decency to say, hey, I found this Apple Watch in the bathroom, or come up to me and tell them that I forgot it there. But no, bro, instead they pocket that shit. I realize it's pocketed, immediately go on my phone, turn on lost mode, turn on threat protection. So there's a passcode on it now too. As soon as you turn it on, I'm gonna get a notification that comes up telling me exactly where it is, where it was turned on at. Like, the thing is fucking pointless now to have. Like, it's nothing, bro. It's fucking nothing to whoever stole it. So odds are they're gonna look at it and just throw that fucking bitch out, bro. That's all there is to it. Mad as fuck that shit happened to me though, dude. I was so pissed because now the next day I went in, I was like, yeah, man, I told my boss, I came in and I'm like, yeah, honestly, I don't feel safe here no more. I don't feel comfortable working with these people around me, and I'm putting my 2 weeks in. So put my 2 week notice in. I'm leaving that job really, really soon, and that's pretty much what happened to me, how I lost my Apple Watch. And I told her as well, I know it's not your guys' fault. It's not no one else's fault but mine. I learned that you got to be a little more responsible with the way I take care of things, the way I treat things. And it is what it is, man. It's definitely a lesson learned, but it sucks because this is not the first time I've lost something like that. Like, I lost my phone like that at a different job as well, left it in the bathroom. Like, how the fuck do you lose your phone in the bathroom, bro? That's the most important thing. I realized it was gone like 5 minutes after losing it, but where I was working at, there's a lot of customers going in there as well. So a customer probably just found it and was like, oh, big come up for me. Took that shit, and then before I ran in there, it was gone. I was like, damn, bro, what the fuck? Very mad, very shitty situation. And you figure you learn after a lesson like that, or after a lesson or two like that, but I guess I didn't, bro, and it's fucked up to say, but yeah, it sucks more than anything because that's something I wanted to work on, my responsibility and being responsible and being able to take care of my shit. And I bought that Apple Watch, but it's not even about the money. Like, I bought it from my friend, so I got a very good deal on it, like a super good deal. So I'm not even worried about the money side of it. It's just the principle of it, pretty much. Like, I should have been a lot more responsible with it. There was no need for me to leave it on the sink. I should have put it in my pocket or something, and I just fucked up completely, dude. And it sucks because that's something I was working on for a while, something that I thought I could definitely work on, and I thought I was doing a very good job until that happened to me literally like last week. So it's fucked up, man. Somebody came up on some bullshit, but I mean, they're not even gonna come up off it because it's already in law, in threat protection mode or whatever. There's a passcode on it and everything. Like, you won't be able to do shit with it, bro, which pisses me off even more because they're gonna realize that, and they're not even gonna fucking return it, bro. They're just gonna throw it away, probably, in the garbage, or smash it, do some fucked up shit with it. And it sucks to know that, bro. It really does. It's fucked up, but I mean, it's nothing I can't bounce back from. It's definitely, another fat lesson learned, man. Like, if you guys might be doing that shit, and I told myself as I put my watch down, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna forget this motherfucker, bro. Like, I cannot forget it. I was like, all right, I'll be all good. But my arm was bothering me a lot more than worrying about the Apple Watch, so I was kind of scaring myself in that a sense as well. But it is what it is, man. Definitely a fatty lesson learned by me again. It's like, how many lessons am I gonna learn, bro, before I finally realize? And I mean, I don't know, man. I really hope that this shit does not happen again. I'm really learning to be careful with the way I place things, the way I treat the things that I have, the things that I buy, spend my hard-earned money on. And they had meetings and shit about it too recently. Somebody in there definitely has it and is just being a dick about it and not giving it back. But it is what it is, bro. And I just want to let you guys know this story because if you guys might be in the same situation as me, definitely you're not alone if you guys do lose shit, or you know, some people might take advantage of you, and you know, I don't know, bro. It's doesn't pay off to be nice all the time, but I thought that it would at this place, but obviously it don't. This dude was like, okay, this kid don't need it, you know, he wears it every day, he's, you know, his mommy and daddy will buy him another one. And that's not how it is at all, bro. I never asked my parents for any sort of money ever. I like to work for my shit, and I like to pay for the things that I own. I don't really like expensive gifts that aren't mine, you know, like this whole setup I have here on my computer, I paid for it 100%. You know, I had no help paying for it, and it's a very nice setup, and I feel like I worked very hard for this stuff. And that's, you know, I worked hard for everything that I have, bro. I worked 40 hours a week at this shitty ass warehouse job just to make, you know, a couple $100, and this dude's got the balls, you know, and the people who stole it are like 30, you feel me, like 30, 35, they're old. Like, this is not a place for me to work. It's not a college job, and it's not an okay job for me to work at all in general, just because of the people who work there, bro. And it sucks, but it is a fat lesson learned, and I'm just gonna have to find something else where, you know, maybe not as many hours, because I don't really need as many hours. I do have a career lined up for me in the future, taking the test in March and everything, so it'll go hopefully very smoothly, and I'll be working alongside, you know, with some very, very understanding and nice people in the future. So I'll keep you guys updated on that as well. But in the end, bro, I lost my Apple Watch. Somebody stole that shit. Somebody finessed me. They thought it was okay when it's really not. It's like, I'm not gonna go out and buy another one now. Them things are expensive, and just I only had it just because I got a super good deal on it from one of my friends. So yeah, it is what it is though. But yeah, I wanted to make this video in case you guys are in the same situation. But other than that, bro, if you guys did enjoy, be sure to smash that like button. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new to the YouTube channel, be sure to follow me on Instagram. I be posting on Instagram a lot on my story. Subscribe to the YouTube as well. Check out my other videos if you guys are new. Other than that, I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow for a brand new video. So thanks again for watching, y'all. Stay safe, stay savage, stay low key. It's your boy, the low key legend. I'm out of here, guys. Adios.